Hello. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Hello, Colby. Hello, hello, hello. Full screen this. Hey, AJ, what's up, man? I just saw your message. I was just about to message you. Hey, man. How are you? How are you? Can this thing do what I wanted to do? Thank you. Please? Maybe? Takis, what's good? How are you doing? Marty, what's good? Fourth one, what's up? Certified Goober, how are you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Computer, please. 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 You tried the new Taco Bell steak burrito? That, yeah, actually, because what, it's not just called that, it's got like another, is it like a, what did they call it? A rolled quesadilla or something? What did they call that thing? I did. Not only did I have that, I had Baja Blast cake for my birthday. Evan and Eli got me Baja Blast cake. Have you guys seen that thing? I'm sure you've seen that, Colby, haven't you? Osiris, what's good? How are you? Hey guys, I missed you guys. Ed, what's good? Sorry guys, I've been so busy, by the way, too. I got good news. We are on the final day of editing. Not like final day, but like the final day of the subathon is being edited. Day 64. And then every single day from day 1 to 64 has been edited. So the video is actually officially now in its like final stages, which is kind of crazy to say. I'm probably never going to work on a video for a year again, but it's been a journey I'll never forget. The chicken chalupa supreme's the best. Oh, I love chalupas. The steak poblano, yes. The steak poblano, like rolled quesadilla or something, right? Was wondering if you're going to show up? Yeah. I wasn't sure because because I'm flying to Virginia later today, so it's like kind of like a little bit of a conflict. I have like some other stuff I was trying to get done, and I was packing some, and so I wasn't really sure if I was gonna go live. And then at the last second, I was like, you know what? Let's just go live, even if it's just for a little bit, just so we can talk about things and whatnot. But that's probably all I'm gonna do before I run to the airport. Fourth one, how have you been? Marty, how have you been? Buldeer, how have you been? What's up? What's good? Jack, what's good? Good to see you. This is great to hear the progress. It's thanks to you and everybody. Oh, I'm really excited. It's looking like it's going to be just around the 8-hour mark. I mean, I tried to keep it to 5. I tried to keep it to 6. I tried to keep it to 7. There's just too much. It was just too much. How was the family vacation? Who's to say I was a part of that family vacation, Colby? Oh, man. Who's to say I was on that family vacation? When did I don't remember saying anything about that. Yeah, who's to say? The bungee vacation? What are y'all talking about? I didn't talk about any vacations. What are y'all talking about? Nice fridge back there. Oh, dude, yeah, that's the Gamer Subs fridge. Look at this real quick. Let me get a little close up. Thing's sick. Thing's super sick. Oh, man. Dino fridge, yeah. Hey, okay, what's up, man? How are you? I don't know what bungee vacation you're talking about, AJ. I didn't know there was a vacation. Mr. Slide was good. Jack, it's good to see you, man. I've been good. I've just been working on that D1 video the last year. How have you been? I'm good, guys. I'm good. I missed you guys a lot. I'm going back to Virginia for Thanksgiving later today, but I figured I'd pop in and say hello. I'm so close, guys, on the video. Scoot is finalizing the second to last day, so we technically, after today, only have one final day to edit. And then it's just going to be putting the music on, finalizing things, working on the last round of corrections, putting in the NordVPN sponsor, putting in a couple other things, and the video's done. Oh, I can't wait for that video to be done, man. Oh, I'm so excited. Just so ready for that video to be done so that you guys can see it and so that we can do other endeavors too. Like, I want to do more, but I wanted to put my heart into this video, which I have. Shazam, is good to see you, man. How are you? Steven, thank you for 52. Says, can't stay for the stream, but I had to stop by to say hello. And to the fam and the greatest Titan of all time. Yo, much love, Steven. I hope you've been well, man. Thank you for 52. Good, been chilling. Can't wait to see the video. Man, I can't wait for you to see it, man. Oh. Guys, I started the subathon at 29. I remember I started planning for the subathon at 29. And now I'm 31. Funny enough, it was even before I was 29 because I was doing the D2 subathon when I was 28. And then ever since then, I've been planning for D1. And now here I am, 31. It's been a long journey to get to this point. Zella, what's good? I know, time's just flying, man. Bro, we were thinking it was going to be their Return of the King extended length. Turns out we're getting a whole trilogy. It's funny you mentioned that. And something about what you said there is gonna make you're gonna laugh about later that I'm not gonna say now. Yo, Chris, thank you, Christopher, for 3 years, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother. Hope you've been well. Hope the family's well. It's good to see you as always. It's greetings and salutations, Guardians. How goes the hour? Oh, it goes good, man. It goes good. How are you? One second, guys. Sorry about that. Hey, Joe Zaza, what's good, man? Good to see you. Raven, what's good? Oh, man. CB Sub 18 is like Demon from Fire Force. Colby, it'll happen at some point, man. I got so much that I can't wait to do next year. I'm excited for next year. Like, all things considered, even though, like... Oh, we'll talk after. You guys ready? Let me know how volume is. Too quiet, too loud.
Guardians as shepherds of humanity is over.
Much love, Sam. Love you, man.
No. I've been waiting so long.
A little quiet. Okay. What about there? What about there?
They've shown me a vision I can't shake.
Okay.
New Cabal. The Barrent Imperium, sprung up out of nowhere across the system. That doesn't just happen.
Oh, snap.
It's the Nine, and I'm putting together a crew to prove it. What do you say, Weapon?
Hey, Zella.
The new Mars.
Hey, Cloud.
Now the only law on Tharsis is the gun on your hip and the light in your hands. You'll do well here. I don't relish doing business with these leeches. But we need to find out what the Dredgen are after.
Lightsabers.
Why die for a criminal?
Why do you hate your own kind so much? It's time to take the fight to the Imperium.
Star Wars.
Finish it. And the Imperium is yours to lead. You will fall. But next time, we meet.
Only one play left.
Thorn. What do you guys think of the Star Wars coat of paint for Destiny?
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bungie
DMG.
For our Cantina today. We have converted our stream room in celebration of our upcoming release, Destiny 2 Renegades, collaborative effort with Lucasfilm Games. We are so excited. My name is Dylan. I'm going to be your host today. We have a lot to go through.
Feels a bit
have
jarring.
A few housekeeping notes before we dive in. Ultimately, if you are on Twitch, if you watch for 15 minutes, we have a
Tell Junior I
fantastic
said hello,
emblem
Christopher.
for you to earn Seekers, Not Saints. Make sure your Bungie.net account is linked, and you will earn this reward. Additionally, our community team, hey community team, love you. They're going to be going through chat throughout this stream and after we raid Leopard Stealth, one of our good friends. We have 25 Year of Prophecy digital editions to be handing out. So make sure your DMs are open. Keep an eye out for a DM from Bungie. And yeah, you might get yourself a code for a platinum platform that we offer. So what are we talking about here today? We just had our launch trailer. Destiny 2 Renegades is launching in 7 days. Countdown right now.
7 days.
You're going to be in there playing. We got blasters. We got the Praxic Blade. We have a new VIDOC that actually we are sharing today. And this is going to be called Making of a Renegade. So after we watch our VIDOC, we have a panel of developers on the couch. We're going to be talking about the Lawless Frontier, our new activity that is coming with this experience, full of loot, full of fun experiences, and all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's watch a new VIDOC, VIDOC 2, Making of a Renegade. Take it away.
VIDOC 2. All right, here we go, y'all.
This is Destiny with the Star Wars lens, like this really cool combination that hasn't been done before.
I can't wait to take a Praxic Blade to Mars.
Don't be a ridiculous fan.
Hey, D'Angelo.
Stay cool.
Wait, we gotta swat it up and play through. Oh, yeah.
This is why we got into games in the first place. Early on, we developed this North Star, authentically Destiny, unmistakably Star Wars. It has to be something that feels like a Destiny story. It can't feel like a one-off. This can't feel like a side quest, right? Like this has to be a continuation of the Fate Saga.
I got this vision. I knew it came from the Nine.
But with Star Wars beats and Star Wars visuals.
Star Wars.
This is uncharted territory for Lucasfilm Games, and that this is the first time we're telling a story inspired by Star Wars within a different universe.
At the heart of, like, I think every Guardian's identity is like this healthy, independent, rebellious streak.
We were excited to actually explore that scoundrel fantasy, bounty hunters, the syndicates, going out and doing jobs with a ragtag team. We took inspiration from Star Wars to ensure the scale, visual language, soundtrack, and cinematic storytelling in Renegades delivered on everything fans will have come to expect from the franchise.
The Praxic Blade collaboration stands out to me.
Because lightsabers are so iconic, it was absolutely critical to get that balance right.
The team at Lucasfilm Games was just so solutions focused. It wasn't, no, it has to be this way. It was a lot of back and forth and asking questions about how would
What
this
color
work? Let's
lightsaber
talk
would
about
y'all
it.
want?
Right. Oh, so we need a different energy source. Okay.
Green.
What would that look like?
It was all about, like, what is best for the player.
When we announced this collaboration with the studio, James may or may not have been wearing a fighter pilot helmet.
Yeah. Destiny and Star Wars shared that same beating heart. I was like, oh, this is gonna be special.
Some purples, some greens. No Sith gamers.
We were given such a unique challenge. How can we achieve the aesthetic and the feel of Star Wars without losing the narrative threads that we've created so far for Destiny at the same time?
It wasn't until we found our footing with creating a foundation in Destiny that things started to click together.
I remember the first time that we went down to San Francisco. We had this really big meeting where
Eddie
it was
says
the
Darksaber.
Destiny narrative folks on one side and the Star Wars narrative folks on the other side. We broke the ice by just asking, what's the bad version of this? We had a really good laugh over what that looked like. And through that, we kind of uncovered that this should be the aesthetic, the vibe of Star Wars with the truth to Destiny's narrative that we knew needed to be there too. We we begin 2 months after the Edge of Fate has happened. The world has moved and changed, and we're still trying to figure out what Binding the Nine means.
The Vanguard have redacted the prophecy of extinction.
They don't want the public to panic over this prophecy.
The crux of our story is the Drifter asking us to help him break Vanguard law for good reason to confront a new rising faction.
It was,
cabal
Josie.
called the Baron Imperium.
It's like
that
Twilight
drives Eris
3.0.
to help the Drifter out, as well as the player Guardian.
When we were thinking about what kinds of characters should be in this release, we thought about the kinds of archetypes we see throughout Star Wars.
Yeah, and Drifter is an easy parallel. He and Han Solo share a cocky attitude, both former criminals.
In Star Wars, there's a plethora of sassy droids. We have our own version of that through Ghosts, and Blue is no exception.
Oh, look. Thanks for nothing.
Blue is a Drifter's ghost, and I think as soon as people hear her, they'll be delighted and incredibly surprised.
Our voice cast is stacked. Dredgen Bale is portrayed by Alex Lee, who is amazing.
Dredgen Bale.
We're supposed to protect the people, not rule them.
And we also got Hollywood actual royalty Danny Houston to play Premier Loom, the head of the Baron Imperium. Being able to work with someone from that kind
He reminds me of
IMDb
Consul
page
from
was such an honor, and I was
Red
completely
War.
normal the whole time.
Surrender to the Baron Imperium.
Loom became this sweeping militaristic figure that I think is going to be a really good parallel to Grand Moff Tarkin or other evil military leaders from the Empire.
So even though we're introducing new characters, we're still looking backwards at some of Destiny lore's most long-standing characters. Honor is another example of that. She's our Praxic warlock.
She's loosely meant to be a parallel to something like a Jedi in Star Wars. She was part of a Vanguard internal affairs group that would police Guardians on the usage of darkness.
Don't make me regret abandoning my post to help you.
Interesting.
Now, Honor.
Yeah, she has to grow up with the times a little bit, because the world has changed and a whole lot of people are using darkness now, and she gets to grow and kind of ask herself, like, am I still adhering to my own values if I allow myself to be open to these kinds of ideas?
The Drifter belongs with us.
The Drifter left your cult long ago.
And
The Yellow
there's Bale,
Saber.
Dredgen Bale.
Dredgen is a dark guardian that represents absolute darkness.
Dark Guardian.
Dredgen Bale doesn't like the fact that we're ruled by a city of immortals who can't step down and that weren't elected. He's got kind of a point, but his methods for addressing that point suck. He makes many bad choices. One of my favorite parts about a lot of villains in Star Wars is that they have just like the capability of making a right choice and then consistently do not make good choices.
Bale is trying to
I
fill
know,
a
Josie.
hole in his
Dark
life
Guardians,
in all
y'all.
different ways.
And he just can't, and he never will. But man, we're gonna hope that he does someday.
The time of guardians as shepherds of humanity is over.
This has been an opportunity where you love Destiny, you love Star Wars, you want to do something with both. What are you going to put into it?
Oh my God, it was such a challenge at first, finding that sweet spot of how do we make something that can live in both worlds and not feel out of place in either, but also feel totally new and exciting. It wasn't always about where do we find the exact middle ground, 50-50 Star Wars and Destiny, because at that point, you're feeling almost a little derivative.
There's those moments along the way when we were like, this is just Star Wars. This is not the purpose of the collaboration. We want to have something kind of new that makes you think of both. I remember when we were trying to figure out what we're going to do with our new Cabal.
We started in that place where it's just Cabal wearing a stormtrooper outfit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until we injected more of that weird alien design of a lot of these armor sets.
Oh.
That was kind of what switched it over from this is too derivative to this is really working. I think it comes through in the visuals and every single map. There are little Easter eggs and little treats here and there that
Bones.
hit around, and Lucasfilm Games has been awesome at collaborating with us and even putting some of their input onto our maps so we can really give the players something exciting.
The switch flipped in my head like, oh, we would never have done this without this collaboration was the Syndicates.
Yeah.
We're going places with the Vex and the Elixni and the Cabal.
Elixni
that we
looks
really weren't
sick.
going to go before.
Oh yeah, and trench coats.
And trench coats, yeah. We have Vex and trench coats that are playing cards. It's so awesome, and I don't think we would have dared do that if we didn't have this opportunity.
No, and it was the perfect time in our universe to do it too. The Star Wars fans on the team just start coming out, telling their stories.
Really
about
did,
what they're
Josie.
Excited to build, and far be it from me to get in the way.
We make a lot of weapons in Destiny. How do you take a weapon in Destiny, which we have literal like 4 digits of guns,
A trillion of them at this point.
Understatement.
right? And make something that feels new, but also does justice for Star Wars. And Blaster was really obviously the choice. They're roughly in 2 groups. There's dynamic blasters, which are intended to be harder hitting, firing a ton. Brute force. And then we have a number of balance blasters. As you're shooting, and the heat is building up, you're going to have a venting opportunity where you can hit a perfect vent. It's like functionally a reload, so you can start shooting again much faster.
Sweet. I gotta ask though, what about those Cabal blasters? Are they accurate?
What difficulty are you playing on? We have swords in Destiny, but we don't have a praxic sword. We don't have
We
a
do not.
lightsaber approximate.
Lightsabers.
Primary weapon that's kinetic, where you can reflect a bunch of blasts, kill enemies with it, and throw it out.
Reflecting is sick.
Damage. Having the sandbox be able to explore this new like ability ecosystem with renegade abilities. We've taken so much.
It definitely
of
was
this
Alex and
opportunity
Ed.
and turned it into what we can like grow.
Every corner of the game, from the art, the design, the audio, the music, the UI, the rewards, completely infused with the magic of the collaboration. It's really been a real treat to be a part of.
Yeah, super satisfying.
The music.
Good morning, everybody. Didn't mean to wake you up with that beat, sorry. The overarching theme for this was to create a score for this release that felt like it was cohesive as a whole.
Yeah, they do so good with
We were
music,
all
don't they?
Talking to each other and collaborating with each other. We were able to explore different ways of orchestrating, different ways of writing with the orchestra that expand on the Destiny palette and make it fresh and new. When I look at the Star Wars scores, there were certain elements that naturally fit string flourishes or wood flourishes that would play into a certain moment. When it's like, oh, I know I want something to feel more Williams, so I'll push it, not this Williams, the John Williams. I'll push it more in that world.
Another thing too is the amount of percussion. I had some ideas that felt more full-on Star Wars, and once you like flesh out the percussion arrangement, it instantly sounds more Destiny as a result.
For me, a lot of it was about framing, where when I use a lot of the Destiny themes, how I set them up and how I'm transitioning in and out of moments are much more Star Warsy in terms of the harmony and orchestration.
One week, D'Angelo.
I think the most exciting part about this was the opportunity to work with these guys and Mike.
You
Mike.
definitely made it a point to kind of bring us together and listen to each other's music.
But Brendan, you wrote something with the most beautiful oboe solo in it, and it drives me nuts that I didn't think of it first.
No one wanted to follow Brendan is what it came down to. Brendan's cues just sound amazing from the start.
I remember knowing your first high action cue. Everyone was like, oh, whoa. Because it's really fast, really intense. Josh kept on like spinning around and looking at you.
Humans have to play this
Jeez.
Destiny has like so many themes.
I'm gonna play
and
day one,
that's, like, a
D'Angelo.
Great vehicle for doing the Star Wars spin.
Our first meeting was discussing that main theme, and I remember hearing it for the first time. And everybody kind of perked up when we all heard it. We're all having ideas that were just a little bit different from one another. It was all sort of impacted what the final version of the theme was.
Dredge and Bale. That kind of teed off the main theme, and the fact that we were exploring the idea of this kind of anti-Guardian character set in this story of scoundrels. We wanted something that would be a backbone to tell a longer arc story. It has a layer
Naruto
of
Sage
to it.
mode.
It has a layer of mystery to it, but it can be turned other ways.
I felt a sense of menace.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to get to experience it with players.
Just really hope that, personally, I've written something that they can really connect with and love, and if I can cause a couple of goosebumps in there, I'll take that as a bonus too.
I hope players get taken on a journey that inspires them and makes them feel like this world is really unique and really special.
My favorite feeling as a creator is getting to watch someone's look of like absolute surprise.
I want players to feel hope, that exciting, boundless potential that Destiny has, and world of possibility that Star Wars unlocked.
I've been waiting so long for this.
There it is. December 2nd. Here it is.
All right, welcome back to the Cantina. So what you just saw was our second VIDOC, Making of a Renegade, or What It Takes to Make a Renegade. This is our moment to really peel back the curtain and show you how games are made. It's a monumental effort, and what you saw, it was a mix of our narrative design, audio, our collaboration efforts with Lucasfilm Games. Many thanks to everyone involved. Also, a few folks that weren't pictured there, ranging from design, production, test. Even a shout out, I got to give it to IT for keeping our computers running, and our services folks too for keeping our servers running. So today we're going to be talking about the Lawless Frontier. This is our new activity coming with Destiny 2 Renegades, and we have three developers on our couch to talk us through what we're seeing. It'll be a fun deep dive. So without further ado, let's get some introductions. Eric Smith, we're starting with you.
DMG, Damage04. Yes, my name is Eric Smith. I am a combat design lead on Destiny 2. You may know me from my work where I was the design lead on the Strand subclasses. I started kind of making the stasis abilities, and most recently the Renegades ability buffs.
Awesome. Yeah, next up, Tom Farnsworth. This is the first time that you and I are in a stream together, but a quick introduction for folks that may not have seen you in previous VIDOCs.
Yeah, so I'm Tom, the creative lead for Renegades, and I've been at Bungie for like, I don't know, I can't even remember, like 13, 14 years. Worked on Destiny 1, Destiny 2, the highlights for probably, like Dreaming City, Season of the Splicer, 30th and Into the Light were the most recent things I worked on leading in this, but this has been an absolute blast to work on.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for joining us today. And last but not least, our grid skipper aficionado, Taylor Bjorndal. How you doing?
Great. Yeah, Taylor Bjorndal, associate weapons designer, here to talk about all the rewards and blasters and the practice played and all the other stuff we made for you to chase.
Awesome. Yeah, so just for folks, if you end up missing anything, if we go a little bit fast, we got a lot to pack through. We'll have a VOD on Twitch and YouTube after this. And if you missed our VIDOC or the launch trailer, those will be uploaded as well. So what we're seeing on screen right now, we're launching into our Lawless Frontier activity. Tom, I would love to put the spotlight on you. Let's give a quick description. What is the Lawless Frontier?
So the Lawless Frontier is our core game mode in Renegades. You're going to play through some of the campaign, but it's really what comprises our end game. And the idea is that you're a renegade, taking on these shady jobs like bounty hunting, smuggling, and sabotage from our syndicates.
It's gonna be
You're
hype,
doing so
D'Angelo.
to increase your notoriety, your power, and your riches. And of course to get some sweet loot.
Yeah, and when you talk about bounty hunting, sabotaging, that kind of stuff, those are different types of this activity, right?
Yeah, their bounty hunting is all about taking out a key syndicate boss. Sabotage is about blowing the heck out of everything with your renegade abilities. Dropping airstrikes on Cabal vehicles, and smuggling is about grabbing everything that isn't tied down.
Yeah. In true fashion, when you're going into a dangerous spot, you got to just grab whatever you can find, right?
Yep.
So today we're going to be focusing on a bounty hunt, and I believe you said this is kind of like a quintessential Destiny vibe of an activity, right?
Yeah, it's probably the closest to a traditional Destiny activity, but you're going to start in the ready room, which is kind of a unique experience, and you're going to be able to pick your renegade abilities in there from your little shank buddy that's in there. You'll hop aboard Hawk, and you'll drop down to the destination. You can see we're already in on one of the Mars maps that we have. There are all these jobs take place across Mars, Venus, and Europa, and there's 2 maps on each destination. This is Hellas Fortitude, and right now we're doing a bounty hunt, and we're working to draw out the intel officers to track down where our target is. After this, there'll be resurgence of the security forces of that target. They'll have a classic boss fight, but with a bunch of wrinkles thrown in for gameplay here of things, hazards that are at play, your abilities, maybe an invader, which we'll talk about later, and then you'll exfil with your bounty and get some loot and take that back to our social space, Tharsis Junction, where you'll be able to spend your currencies to buy some of the cool blasters, or maybe some of the cosmetic
I hear you, Boom.
for the Praxis Blade we're going to talk about later.
Awesome. Yeah, and I mean, so as we're going through this, we're going to be seeing a
What,
lot
that
of
sounded like the
abilities that
sword
players
sound,
know
right,
on screen,
Boom?
But we have new abilities, renegade abilities, that are going to be for this activity. And Eric, you're going to be our person of knowledge here.
Yeah.
What do we got on screen?
Yeah, so Renegade Abilities is a new ability system we have in Renegades. What you do is we have a brand new button for you to press. That's going to be R3 on the controller and then Z on the keyboard. And that's going to kind of switch you into a different mode that gives you new abilities for your grenade and your melee. That sends out one of these tokens. We have here on the screen, you can see we have one called Revitalize that heals you and provides you with ability energy. And then we have the other one, which is the Deflector Shield, which is this zone I can sit inside and shoot out of, and it blocks all the incoming damage. It's also going to, for my allies who are inside the shield, it will amplify them and then jolt any enemies who pass through it. And all of these have 7 levels of upgrades. So when you first start, they will have certain functionality and certain strength, and as you upgrade them, they're going to get better and better. And they really change the gameplay, right? Like they're kind of these pocket supers almost, that as a hunter, I'm able to be like, I'm going to build support, right? I'm going to choose these 2 support renegade abilities and make sure my team has what they need to survive this tough environment. You can also see in this mode we have non-regenerating health. So things like that Revitalize renegade ability are really going to come in handy to be like, we need to take a break and heal. Let's pop over here to some safety, and anyone can build into that if that's what they want. We have things like vehicles that you can pull in, or you can call down from your ship. So that's one thing. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah, well, before we get to the ship, actually, let's talk a little bit more about the health mechanics in here. Because we had this in some previous activities like Nether, and we got a ton of great feedback on like how much you get back, how you get it back, and I've seen already in this activity, as you're going through, there are some pots, there's some ways that you can get it, there are the Renegade's abilities, but Tom, if you want to talk a little bit more about it.
We took Nether as a base, but I'd say this is a little bit more forgiving. The way that health works is, yeah, you've got a large pool of health. It does not regenerate at the top level, but if you get down to 0, it will regenerate to the base shield, so you're going to suffer the red flashing screen. And you can either use a normal sandbox like a rift, a healing, a support weapon. You can crack open these pots that have those little healing orbs you can see on the screen to get some of your health back. Or you can use things like Revitalize and like build your Renegade abilities into kind of dealing with those kind of challenges we're putting in front of you. And one thing that I really like about this mode is like we've got, Expert, Master, Grandmaster, and on Grandmaster you're really gonna need to use all these abilities that kind of like coordinate with your teammates and kind of build a loadout. to kind of conquer the challenges we put in front of you.
Awesome. Yeah, so going back to, you had mentioned the ship when we're using our Renegade abilities. And I think earlier, outside of the Vex Dome, there was kind of like an airstrike that happened too, right?
Yeah, we have a strafing run that you can upgrade, and your ship, so the one that you have customized and put your shader on, will fly through the arena and drop bombs in sequence, right? And as I upgrade this, it gets more and more devastating until it like is, you know, beyond any of the supers we have in the game. It's incredible. There's another one that is the Cabal drop pod, and what that does
Cabal
is,
ball.
you know, if you're familiar with a Cabal drop pod, it is this giant metal ball that slams into the ground.
Sounds good,
and,
Vian.
In this case, it is almost like a supply drop because it's full of ammo, and it's also going to squish anything under us, and it does incredible damage. Not only that, but it will damage you and your teammates, so you got to be really careful.
It will delete them.
Yeah, just delete them. You got to be careful where you drop this.
Offensive supply drop.
Yeah, but you can be the Cabal now. You can turn it around on them.
Yeah. So Bjorndal, we've had you kind of sitting quiet over there. I'd love to talk about the blasters
Definitely
that
fair, Vian.
our players have been using. So in the VIDOC, we were talking about the balanced blaster and the dynamic blaster. Can you break down each, just a quick review of each, and then we can talk through some of the reload mechanics?
Yep, sure. So yeah, we have two sets of blasters, or two different kinds of blasters. The dynamics are like more aggressive, harder hitting, faster rate of fire. They can like generally punch above their weight class, but they're like a little bit harder to manage heat on. The balanced blasters is more like a rain of bullets. Like I'm just gonna unload on a big pack of stuff and like really have like a deep mag.
Cool. And what you can see on screen right here, these are going to be.
Are these abilities only going to be on this activity, or is it going to be expanded? I don't fully know Emperor, but what I would guess is probably something similar to how the Kepler stuff was. Be my guess.
A new kind of weapon type. I would love to hear what were the challenges. What was some of the fun in developing those things with the team?
Absolutely, yeah. So like one of the things that was in the VIDOC was kind of finding the balance of like how much Star Wars versus how much Destiny we wanted on these things, and it was a collaborative effort with basically everybody on the team. These were Mercule's project for most of this release, but it was like a big effort on design, test, animation, audio to really sell the experience of using these and to make them look and feel the part for like what people would expect from both the Destiny gun and the Star Wars blaster.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, since we're on the topic of loot and gear, our Guardian right now is using the new Praxic Blade and also getting smashed by a Cabal drop pod. But I'd love to hear about the customization that y'all developed for this, and this can be Tom and Bjorn talk to it. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So you're going to get the Praxic Blade by collaborating with Honor throughout the campaign. She's going to like deem you worthy of earning it. You'll go on a cool little quest that I don't want to spoil to earn one for yourself. And then post-campaign, you're going to unlock the ability to customize it. You're going to be able to change out your dark matter crystals and change the color of the blade to match your personality. And you're going to be able to change a bunch of different mods and gameplay elements, right?
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of different things you can kind of swap to fit your playstyle on this, where we have forms, cores, mods, and 4 different catalysts on it. And the forms kind of change like how you can get ammo back and give you some damage bonuses based off of different gameplay styles. And the cores let you apply subclass verbs to a different part of what the weapon does, depending on something that matches your subclass. So like you can add Sever to like the saber throw, or something else like weaken or jolting.
Yeah, it creates these really cool combos where I am strike, I'm throwing to debuff enemies, and then getting it back and striking again.
Yeah, and during a couple of our trial runs with this, you were talking about there are some animations and different combos in your melee structure, right?
Yeah. So there's like a 3 or 4 hit combo you can do where you will end it with like a big spinny move that's like very thematic, almost kind of like how the Arc Staff has like the little hidden combo there.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
I did want to call out, we also saw the Renegade ability, the turret that we have. It is called the Piker Mortar, and it is like the strongest turret we've ever built. Like it is, it has crazy range, crazy damage, and is a really nice, I'm going to throw this thing out to manage this part of the map. yeah, while I deal with other stuff.
Perfect. Yeah, and, so as we're coming to the end of this activity, I'd love to just know kind of some of the narrative dressing. So as you're going into the Lawless Frontier, it's our activity, but also kind of like the feel of this experience. And there's a turf war going on. I know Robbie in a previous stream we were talking about the turf war a bit, but Tom, if you could expand on that and how that sets up this activity.
Sure. So in the end game, the syndicates are in this kind of ongoing turf war across Mars, Venus, and Europa, and you can kind of take advantage of that by you know, taking on their contracts that they offer and kind of winning out the day for them. But in doing so, you can extract maximum power, profits, rewards from them, and you can take anything you earn through engaging in these jobs and completing these priority contracts they offer. You can go back to the social space. You can they each have their own reward track, like the Pikers, the Tharsis Reformation. They offer weapons to unlock, new abilities, upgrades for those abilities, some elements or mods for the Praxic Blade, and a whole bunch of other things like some shaders too. So you can
Praxic Blade,
your favorite syndicate on your armor, which is pretty cool. It's definitely one of with the Lawless Frontier, it's one of the most cohesive and deepest modes we've ever built. Like everything from this mode ties into the holo map, into the different mini game modes within it, into the social space. So like it's going to be exciting to see players kind of peel back all the layers and maybe get into some the darker corners like Invasion.
Yeah, and I mean, so we've progressed. We've defeated the boss that we were hunting down for our bounty hunt. And this portion of the activity is kind of emblematic of we're in a Lawless Frontier that's dangerous. Even after you've finished your objective, now it looks like you got to fight your way out.
Yeah, so every job in the Lawless Frontier, in this case bounty hunt, like it escalates over time. So it gets harder the longer you're there. So there's real pressure to get in, do your objective, and get out. Just so like right now we're in the exfil. This is the final moments of the activity. You send up a flare, you call your ship in, the Cabal are pouring down on you here, you're throwing out your Renegade abilities, and you're just trying to survive until your ship gets there. In this case, each of the 3 jobs, Bounty Hunt, Smuggle, and Sabotage, have their own unique mechanic. So for Bounty Hunt, you have to take out these 3 mini-bosses, which we call Retaliators here.
Yeah, so as our fire team is fighting their way out, we actually do have a preview of a fun exotic that's coming with the reward pass in Destiny 2 Renegades. I believe we have a preview that we can share. But Bjorndal, if you could give a quick overview of our exotic machine gun.
Yeah, so this is the Service of Luzaku. It's a very unique machine gun. It's almost like a necromancer broodweaver.
You just think of that.
Theme.
It almost looks like that could have been out of
enemies into these little nests of threadlings that you
Ghost
can,
of the Deep.
and then spawn
Kind of looks like that armor.
Build it up to control like a space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and threadlings just got a buff, correct?
Threadlings did get a buff. They're smarter than they were before.
Yeah, and sorry, so to segue more appropriately, over the last few weeks we've been doing a series of blog articles with y'all on the Sandbox team talking about the core game updates coming to Destiny 2 available to all players. So we have a lot of quality of life changes that are coming to your supers, your subclass abilities, all that kind of stuff that we just previewed yesterday. Mm-hmm. One of which, Warlock focused, was around threadlings, your strand abilities. Yeah, if you want to cover that really quick.
Yeah, so you can see here the Warlock is moving while rifting, which is a huge kind of quality of life upgrade that allows you to dodge attacks, get into cover, close the gap while you're casting your ability. Works really well with the new Warlock exotic as well. So there are, if you haven't seen that article we put out yesterday, please check it out. There's a lot of great buffs. We've shown hunters a lot of love. We love our hunters. We want them to feel powerful.
Yeah, we saw some feedback with the exotic tuning article. Hunters were like, "Sure, wait, I want to see more." Which in the future we will definitely have more. But in the abilities preview,
talk about the future, but we can't. But because there's a lot of exciting hunter stuff that we are working on.
So with the abilities updates for hunters, Golden Gun got a pass.
Yeah, so Golden Gun got a pass, does more damage, and now scorches on impact. We fixed an issue where you had to step outside of your well to get full damage. Now you can stay in the well. Outside of that, we saw in the gameplay gunpowder gamble. If you throw it and you shoot it before it explodes naturally, it does more damage, more radius, and also spits out little kind of seeker projectiles.
Yeah, and as we're getting our loot, we need to cover the Titan changes for
Sentinel.
Yeah, the bit.
Yeah, Sentinel Shield. We're excited about this one. So Sentinel Shield is getting a shift a little bit.
A bit of a rework, right?
Yeah, a bit of a rework. The usage rates weren't great, and we want to provide something that is kind of on par with Well, as far as like, what am I going to take into a raid to support my team? So in Renegades, your Sentinel Shield, as you're holding it up, your allies behind your shield are going to auto reload, and there's just kind of rhythm to it. So if you can fire at the right time, you can just be like rocket, rocket, rocket. So like the actual like damage increase is big. Not only that, but as I guard my enemies and the shield takes damage, I'm charging this bar up that charges up my shield throw. And at full charge, that shield throw is going to do Thunder Crash level damage, which
Thunder Crash level damage.
Depending on how players use it, maybe you even get 2 of those out of a single super. Like it's strong. And that's what we want, right? We want to provide that power fantasy to players. I think this era of Destiny is like fun first. You know? We want players to have a great time and feel overpowered.
I'm gonna hold you to it. Yeah, I honestly can't wait. But yeah, so we finished our activity, our first run of the Lawless Frontier. Now we're gonna go into another. And Tom, you had mentioned invasions earlier in the stream, and this is gonna be our opportunity to show a little bit of that. Flavor. We're going to look at some of the UI in the orbit screens and our new Holo map, and then we're going to show what it is.
New Crucible map, Zella, or what?
Optional activity type as well, right?
Yeah. So in Invasion, like you might be familiar with Gambit. This is kind of like a new take on that kind of mechanic here in Renegades, and we want players that kind of take on the role of a bounty hunter working for the syndicates.
I'll be praying for you, Zella. Let's hope.
Renegades that are messing up their operations, taking out their commanders, stealing their stuff. And so you get to be kind of play on the other side here. You get to play on the opposition. So you're allied with all of the enemy combatants on the field. You can kind of wade in amongst them and pick and choose.
Hopefully a new strike with a raid.
Kind of like lash out at these
a raid within a strike.
Steal their bounty.
Yeah. And so how do you launch into this?
So here's the holo map, just for everybody. This is kind of our standard interface for the Lawless Frontier. This is how you access the social space, all of our jobs, and then in the end game we unlock the yellow node, which is invasion, and the red node, which is the contested territory. So we can take a look at the contested node here. This is where all every day the syndicates are fighting over one of the maps on each of the planets, and you can kind of, as a defender, kind of throw in your pledge to the side you want to fight for. But these are also invadable nodes. So
like separate. I mean, I would love both of those, Emperor. But I think we're getting a dungeon.
A requirement. So if players don't want to deal with PvP, they can do like an expert difficulty for this, or they can just go to any of these other nodes on the map here that aren't invadable. But for the priority, the contested node on the highest difficulties, that's where the highest rewards are. That's where the invasion is. Now, on the other side, if you're an invader, you don't need to worry about the nodes. You can just go to the invasion node. You need to have some death marks, which are a currency you earn by playing by just playing Lawless Frontier. You'll just accumulate them. And one interesting wrinkle here is you can actually wager those for additional rewards. So if we go to the little pane here on the side, there's these things. There's the death marks. You can interact with them two or three times to double and triple your rewards, which obviously you're taking on some risk here. If you go do an invasion and it doesn't go your way, you could lose those tokens, but I think a lot of players are going to want to do this because they can just get triple rewards on each invasion, which is really exciting. And on the other side, for people being invaded, if you take the invader down, you're going to get more time on the clock. You're going to get some revives back, and every time you kill an invader, they have the chance to drop extractables, which are rewards you can dunk at the end of the activity to get bonus armor, weapons. Yeah.
Stellar. So let's get our invader launched in here. We'll go back to our gameplay team.
Yep.
But while we're loading in, let's talk about what is the actual kind of approach to invasions. What are the objectives aside from seeking out guardians and destroying them?
Yeah. So as an invader, you're gonna start in the ready room, which we're gonna show in a minute here. You're gonna pick your loadout, like what's the right renegade abilities to bring in, and we've seen in playtest there's like a lot of different fun combos here. Like,
Oryx.
are you gonna bring in the deflector shield, and then like the other team's gonna drop one, and then you're fighting on the Venn diagram of the deflector shields, or are you gonna just be a little more brute force and drop a behemoth and like kind of like, but try to be sneaky about it? And that's pretty hard to be sneaky in a giant walker, but you want to really pick those moments as the invader, because your goal here is to get 6 kills or 3 kills and 3 caress. Like you've got 6 points you need to get. You've got about 5 minutes to do it. You've got 3 lives. You've got just enough time to really kind of like get in there, see where they are, kind of like rotate around, and then do a surgical strike, and then try to get them all in one go. And if you're lucky, you can do that, but you've got a few chances. And on the other side, they're going to know you're there. They're going to see that there's an invader on the field, but they're also trying to juggle the objectives that are on their side. And
they don't know when in the activity it's going to happen, right? So it could happen early on, it could happen later.
Yep.
But it only happens once per.
Only
activity.
once.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Cool. And then one of the fun dynamics here too is playing the waiting game. You can instill a little bit of anxiety in that team you're invading. So you don't have to hop in immediately and go guns blazing. You can wait until they're at a pivotal moment where they're like, "Where's this guy?
Yeah,
What's
wait
going to
until
happen?"
they fight the boss.
It's been 3 minutes. Where are
Wait until someone breaks off to go find a chest.
Yeah. Oh man. So in terms of balancing as well, are there any like extra abilities or
I
things
saw
that
Evan.
invaders
I
will
see
have
right
at their
now.
disposal, or is it just a
I have it up. I did see.
So invaders will have.
Hey, we're still here, y'all. Hey, we're still here.
And when they come in, we do.
We're
highlight
still here.
The PvE, the defender players, just so like they have a little bit of an idea where to go.
We got
And
the
they can use
special
that
server here,
knowledge,
guys.
to kind of plan their initial attack.
Cool.
We got the
Yeah, and
special servers.
It's been a bit of a balancing act as you've been going through this in the different cycles. In Gambit, like we juice that invader because it's a 1v4. In this, because you have the chaos of the lawless frontier and all that kind of stuff. Like you want it to be tilted a little bit because it's 1v3.
We're still holding
but
it
also
down.
You want to make sure if players are opting into this, they still have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
So.
And there's also the element.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, Evan. I mean, I guess we'd still be live on YouTube, I guess.
It's more or less.
I always watch the live streams for the YouTube side of it.
Players don't
So that's why mine didn't die.
You have to take that into account when you are.
GG, see you next time, Evan.
That can happen, like for the invader, where they can kind of wear people down if they're not paying attention.
I'll hold it down
We have
for
an
us.
Invader in their ready room. Let's talk about their shank buddy here.
Yeah, here's our little shank buddy. You want to speak to any of these abilities there?
Yeah, so we have 9 renegade abilities here.
That's actually
Shout out
wild.
to Cat Sayers and the rest of the tech design team for all their work on these.
They're saying not so fast, like the ban notification.
And the drop pod. But yeah, there's a.
I'm holding
there's
it down,
variety
y'all.
of
I got
ones
us.
to choose from. We got multiple.
I got us.
We have 3 different vehicles, and each of those vehicles have different upgrades with different functionality.
Yeah, and the behemoth has like 3 or 4 versions of it too.
That's crazy, Evan.
like missiles
Well, I'll hold down Dungeon Zone.
And everything is so good. Okay, so our invader has started. It looks like moving toward our targets and preparing to throw that coin. So you can see there they clicked that right stick, and that is going to ready the ability.
Let me see what the
to
comments are saying here real quick, guys. I'm sorry.
Drop, the drop pod to get some heavy ammo. Yeah.
Yep.
So need some heavy ammo to go into battle.
And Tom, before we were
All
hopping in
Twitch.
here before the stream, we were talking about like the size of the maps and how, as an invader, like the first few runs, you
Stream
might
must
feel
go
a little
on.
lost because there's a lot of space to cover. But as you get more acquainted with
Mhm.
Europa or Venus or Mars, you can find
YouTube.
better paths to get directly to.
How can I go back to full screen?
These are some of our bigger maps we built. They're more comparable to like our larger public spaces that we built in Destiny. And
The
again,
show
there's 6 of
must
them,
go on,
and,
guys.
like there's any number of arenas these PvE players can be in that you're going to be. Oh my gosh.
So our invader just wiped one out with the Thunder Crash and tried to hide and throw out the beacon for the
Walker.
The Walker,
Yeah.
yeah, or the Imperium Behemoth as we call it. But then got needle stormed right before they could jump into it. That was incredible.
So that's one of those strategic moments of like, how do I put the chess pieces down? How do I
Yeah,
this and all that?
that was interesting because they invalidated that beacon right before they could use it. So the timing was impeccable.
Oh man. Oh boy, what was I just talking about? The size of the maps.
Man.
Yeah, in rewards.
That's one of those tough ones too, because just like, I mean, I'm gonna give a little insight here, and it's unfortunate. Is there anyone saying anything negative? Are you talking about it being offline? Like, this is something that Evan and I can attest to. I mean, Evan and I have run like live shows. I mean, and now even like in like video game studios. But like, I mean, you see everything that's going on, and it's so hard to juggle staying focused with like keeping like, eyes on chat, keeping eyes on production stuff, keeping eyes on the million things that go on for like running a show. So like, they all know that this is going on, and having to kind of just keep it together, like, isn't the easiest thing. So I definitely do feel for them. There's no way they don't know that it's down on Twitch. They I feel like they know, but hopefully they get it back up.
And then those get multiplied by your wager. Cool.
All right.
So Invader got defeated twice. Invader for 3 lives.
3 lives, and then you can see up at the top of the screen it says Invader present still. So they're
he's coming back for revenge. And it's immediately shut down.
Shut down with the 3.
I'm never gonna let Nate lose.
with the 3 coin wager too, or the 3 Denmark wager.
He made a little bit there.
Good job.
So that's the I'm gonna put a little elbow in the ribs. The gambit you're taking. Ha 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 ha. So all right, we've gone through some Renegades content, rewards, all that kind of stuff. I would love to shift focus a little bit to our general rewards update.
Guinness
so
the
in
goat.
Portal, in a bunch of different
It's good, brother.
activities, we're gonna have some new weapons that we're offering. We also have
Sparky.
a refresh for a bunch of our activities. And Bjorn, I'm going to put the spotlight on you. So starting with our Vanguard Ops sort of armor set. This is going to be earned through solo ops, fire team ops.
Looks not bad, Sparky. I think the biggest thing's going to be how the dungeon is, though.
6-player activities.
I think it all rides on the dungeon.
It's going to be kind of like your militaristic, hey, I'm a grunt.
Oh, 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
The Dark Forces. The weapons, Bjorndal, up front, we have a new pulse rifle. What do we got?
Yeah, it's a new arc rocket frame pulse rifle. So you have an energy slot option now to go with your mid-range grade. A lot of excellent perks on here. I know a lot of people love the arc perks on weapons, and now you'll have it on a rocket pulse.
And then we have a fusion rifle and a sidearm, correct? Cool. And then we do have some weapons that we're not showing in this stream, so stay tuned for launch. But next up, we're going to have our Pinnacle Ops. So in our previous season, it was a kind of streetwear samurai, and this armor theme is Kendo.
What I missed, guys, catch me up, please. I had a package I had to sign for it. If I didn't, it would come again tomorrow, and I'm going to Virginia today. So I had to keep it ears out, and I wrote a note saying, please knock on the door.
Void crossbow to kind of fill out our elements for the crossbow now, and I think this one can get box breathing, which is
what did I miss?
Should be pretty good for what crossbows do.
Oh boy! So box breathing, aim down sight, get extra damage, and then run up to the enemy. Box breathing doesn't apply to serrated edge, but you pull the bolt back out and do some more damage. That'll be a fun loot. Next up, Crucible. So this armor set is actually pretty fun.
Nothing secret weapons I won't show.
Sets tied to weapon foundries. So in the past, you've seen Hake, you've seen Tex Mechanica, and now Surus.
Sorry about that, guys. My bad.
For the Crucible, and Shax is going to be handing these out. We also have some weapons up to slate. Fusion rifle.
Crucible Zella.
Yep. Yeah, Riptide's coming back. We have
Zella.
Aggressive.
Oh, Riptide's back. That's cool. I like Riptide.
Machine gun.
Awesome. And then let's see. Last but not least, Trials of Osiris. So another
Trials
offering for our PvP audience. A
Zella.
few eagle-eyed players may have seen this armor set yesterday. A little sneak preview, totally planned. But yeah, we have a new armor set for each class, and as you can see, coming back with the glows. So as you get more wins on your card, you can unlock gold or red or blue. And then we have some new weapons that are coming as well.
Yeah, like this lightweight Void pulse rifle with your favorite model.
I admit, since the set came out on the moon, Eris, all the crufty bits on it, cleaning it up, having, sorry, what frame type did you say?
Lightweight.
Lightweight. Chef's kiss. I cannot wait. And then I believe also we have a preview of a hand cannon. Now, one of our folks on the gameplay team over here was whispering in my ear, day by day, night by night, that these.
You don't like the leopard, Zella?
A bit juiced, right?
Yes. Yeah. This is a pretty juiced hand cannon. It's got perks for both PvE, PvP. It's a Strand 140. You can get stuff like Lone Wolf Precision Instrument or Slice Explosive Payload. So you have a lot of options to pick for both PvE and PvP.
Awesome. Yeah, and across all of our activity types, we're we're trying to sprinkle out some things that players will get excited about, not just, oh, I'm going to go into PvE to get the PvE gun. Like, there are some PvP roles out there that you can get from your Fireteam ops. There's some PvE roles that you can get from trials. And that doesn't even cover what we have coming in the dungeon too. Before we do a little dungeon teaser, I do have a quick
Dungeon teaser.
as well as we're rolling through the list. We have an open access week that's coming on December 2nd. So for any folks out there that haven't played The Edge of Fate, that is actually going to be included in this open access week. So if your friends haven't played, if you haven't played, hop in, check out the beginning of our new saga, and earn some cool loot on the way. It's available to all players.
So what's that, a free week?
Some previous content,
That's cool.
Campaign and other. So let's see.
People can get in and play Desert Perpetual for free.
Dungeon. So Equilibrium. This is going to be our new dungeon. The race begins on December 13th at 10 a.m. So that's the second
Book
Saturday.
it, guys.
We've already announced the time, but if you haven't penned it in, if you haven't gotten your
I'll be there.
Get ready for contest mode.
We will be in
Those that don't
Seattle.
know what contest mode is? On day one, right at launch, this is going to be a very difficult difficulty tuned for competition. So if you want to go and try to be the world's first completion, this is your place to shine. And if you win world first, we have a cool trophy or some goodies for you. So contest mode is going to be available for the first 2 days, 48 hours of the dungeon availability. You can earn a really spicy emblem and some cool stuff as you go through that. And after world first has been declared, we will also have normal mode. So if you want to give a pass on some of that harder difficulty content, you just want to dive in and see what's on offer, that'll be there for you. So before we move on, we actually have a fun trailer to show. We can go ahead and roll it.
6.
J-Tat, love you, brother. Thank you for 65. I love your soul, man. All is well. Hope you've been well.
I've marshaled a new
Thank you, brother. A long time.
Live violence is yours. You know what comes next. Give me strength. Take everything I have.
Bungie.net/dungeon race. I'm ready for Dungeon Zone, guys.
So watching that trailer, I just realized we actually missed something with Invasions. We were talking about the Praxic Blade and customization.
Mm-hmm.
There are different saber colors, correct?
Yeah, there's a wide variety of classic colors that I think players are going to have fun
Doing well,
chasing
Dragon
down,
Samurai. I hope you're well.
Throughout the end game and maybe even Invasion.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, we showed it on the screen. Red, Invasions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay, moving right along. Ending out our show, we're going to be covering what is going on through the end of the year. So, during the launch window, we'll have some really cool things coming around. Vanguard orders are coming in week 2. And then after that, we're going to have the Dawning returning. So, this is our winter celebration, our event.
You said purple's your top colors, Ella?
Activities, get some fun rewards, and
Hey, Ernesto.
cookies for their favorite vendors in our tower.
Cookies.
So, Tom, just a really brief description for folks that may not know what the Dawning is.
Yeah, so the Dawning, you slay our enemies, you collect them as ingredients, and then you bake them into delicious treats you feed to your
What
friends
about
in
a
the tower
leopard
with a
print
smile on. He's
lightsaber,
just got
Zilla?
Thousands of Galar-doodles raining down upon him, and he gives you a gift in return, which could be, a spicy
Look at those
weapon
sets.
roll, or you might maybe get some bright dust from some other pursuits and get this cool Winter Wolf.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Drifter is outside.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Like, ooh, you're putting enemies into the cookies? But, yeah.
It's totally a Drifter thing.
Right. The Winter Wolf set,
I hope,
this is going to be
Emperor.
available for Bright Dust just by playing the game, or if you want to snag it from Eververse for silver, go right on ahead. But also on top of this cosmetic, we have new weapons that are going to be a part of the Dawning.
Yeah, so we have a burst linear fusion rifle, a breach ring launcher, and a precision sidearm. And then also with this excellent new holofoil treatment. It's like covered in ice, and then as you fire, it'll slowly melt away the ice. That's cool.
Oh, perfect. All right. Oh, and sorry, I have one correction being whispered in my ear. Dungeon race starts at 9 a.m. Daylight savings
Yeah,
time
daylight
starts
savings.
again.
Our show is starting so early. Yeah, we already were planning that. Dungeon Zone starts an hour earlier, which means we got to get to that set, I believe, at like 4 a.m. It'll be so early.
A ton of folks throughout the team have been crafting this experience, collaborating with Lucasfilm Games, and really just making something for you, our players. And we really, really hope you enjoy it. So thank you for coming. We're going to kick it back to our launch trailer here in case you missed it at the top. And again, if you missed
4 a.m. Yeah, that's when we get to the set. We usually get there at 5 a.m., but now at daylight savings, we're gonna have to get there at 4 a.m. again. It's a lot of stuff we have to do before he go live on that day.
But also, I don't believe he existed before 2004, I've been told. So 04 or bust. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you
Hey,
next
Jacob,
time.
what's up? And there it is, guys. And there it is. There it is. What'd you guys think? We'll watch this one more time, and then we'll wrap up. So we got Dungeon Zone, December 13th. We'll be doing a launch stream next Tuesday as well for the launch of the DLC.
No. I've been waiting so long.
Launch stream for the DLC. We'll play a good amount that first week. We don't have to travel till the next week. The only other thing we have to do is Evan and I have Zombie Zone that week too, which is kind of making my head spin, guys. I can't lie. I'm excited, but my brain hurts.
It's the 9.
It's been a lot of events lately.
What do you say, weapon?
That on top of D1 videos just meant a
The
lot.
only law in Tharsis is the gun on your hip and the light in your hands. You'll do well here.
Much love, D'Angelo. Much love.
I don't relish doing business with these leeches. But we need to find out what the Dredgen are after.
You crave justice. Why die for a criminal?
Why do you hate your own kind so much? It's time to take the fight to the Imperium.
Yes, sir, Jacob.
The Imperium is yours to lead. You will fall. The next time we meet.
Only one play left.
And there it is, guys, and there it is. All right, well, guys, GG's. What are your thoughts as we wrap up? I got a flight to catch. Scoot says that was fun. Yeah, I'd say the big things for me is lightsabers. I would say, guys, outside of the race for Dungeon Zone, outside of the launch stream, be on the lookout for a short dropping tomorrow, just something kind of funny and goofy. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. I think sometime middle of the day there'll be something I think that you guys will at least get a good laugh out of tomorrow. So just be like looking at your notifications tomorrow. Not gonna say what it is though, but I thought it was goofy in a funny way. I think you guys will like it. Renegades launch next week. Zombie Zone next week. Dungeon Zone the following week. Have you given any D1 updates? I did give some D1 updates. I'll give some more D1 updates. Scoot can give them too, but Scoot is finalizing day 60 today. The only other day we have to do is day 64. And then the outro, and we're officially done with like at least the first pass of all the edits of the whole video. And then all we got to do is put music on it and just like any tweaks to it that we want to make. Yeah, we got some big stuff coming. Thank you, Christopher. I appreciate you, brother. Love you again as always, man. But yeah, I'm really excited for you guys to see the D1 video. It's the last render that Scoot gave me. Here, let me pull up the last render Scoot gave me if I can real quick. 1 second, guys. He's giving me a lot of renders, by the way, but let me see if I can pull up that last one. I got it somewhere. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Here, 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. Where is this thing? Can't find it. Scoot, where'd you put this thing? Is that? No, that's not it either. No, that's not it either. Oh, found it. D1 video tracker. That's where it was. Let me see. 7 hours and 43 minutes. So a lot of time. A lot of time. Yeah, it's somewhere. 7 hours and 43 minutes. So, yeah. It's long. It's really long. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Very, 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 very excited for that. I appreciate you guys. We're very, very close. Thank you guys again for everything. Is there anything else that I'm not thinking of? I think that's pretty much it. Is there any other updates? Oh yeah, next week too, or no, this week. Be on the lookout for this week. Be on the lookout for the how many exotics I collect in 24 hours video too. Whew. I think we need Destiny to cross over with Rising after Renegades and start getting more aggressive on getting good content more often. I hear you on that. Before Christmas, yes. But yeah, guys, you guys saw it. I mean, 7 hours and 42 minutes. I mean, it's been an insane journey. I'm so excited for you guys to finally see it when it's all said and done. But yeah, guys, I look forward to seeing you guys when I'm back from Virginia. Be on the lookout for a short tomorrow, a long video probably Thursday or Friday, launch stream on Tuesday, Zombie Zone on Thursday or Friday, whatever day that is, Dungeon Zone the following week. You're excited, Aqua? I'm happy to hear it. But yeah, guys, you guys saw it first. I'll show it one more time, but one more time. 7 hours and 43 minutes was the last render that we had. It's so long. It's just so long that I can't wait. I just cannot wait until I can show you guys that. What's the video news I missed? Video news is so we are very, very close. Scoot has one more day to edit, just day 64, the final day, in the outro, and then it's just gonna be finalizing, which our finalizing process is putting music behind everything, of course, putting the sponsor on. We gotta put the Nord sponsor on, and like just some other like finalizations, and then we're wrapped up. So it's been the longest journey I've ever been on. I appreciate everybody who's gone on the journey with me. What did the word count get to? I can actually show you that. Just give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. Looks like we made it over to Scarrow. I can show you now. 1 second. If it'll load. View. It's tools, right? Oh, whoops. There you go. Yeah. So a few words in there. Just a couple. Couple words. Couple words. All right. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me though, guys. So the things to look out for one more time. Since I know some people are just jumping in. I know Aqua just jumped in, a few people just jumped in. We have a short tomorrow coming out. It'll be something. I won't spoil it. I think you guys will find it funny tomorrow. Be on the lookout tomorrow for a short that'll be dropping tomorrow. I just think you guys will get a laugh out of it. Then be on the lookout for how many exotics can I collect in 24 hours coming out, I believe Thursday or Friday. Probably Friday, maybe the day after Thanksgiving. I didn't think about. Now I'm not gonna drop it on Thanksgiving. Be looking out for that on Friday. Renegades launch stream on Tuesday. Zombie Zone, I think that following Thursday, and then Dungeon Zone the following Friday, the second week, or second Saturday, excuse me, December 13th. Yeah, for sure, Tico. I definitely did. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody who celebrates. I love you guys. Later, Plex. Later, VN. Later, Tico and Aqua and Scoot and Zella and Slide and Ernesto and everybody else as well. Jacob, Christopher, D'Angelo, PX. I love you guys. GG's everybody. We actually, like, I'm really excited, guys. We're finally on the home stretch where we're close to being able to get back to normalcy. Like, it feels good. Like, we have a challenge video coming out this week. We got lots of streams coming. The D1 video is almost done. Like, I feel like I can almost be a human again. And I'm really excited to go back to being a human. Like, having, like being able to go back to, like, a normal schedule. I'm excited for that. So, GG's everybody. I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. And, yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching the stream as always, guys. I love you guys. And I look forward to going into another DLC with you guys as we always do. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys.